Yeah, so I love this question because I think for many years when we talked with customers about cloud, cybersecurity was one of the primary reasons why a lot of customers didn't want to adopt cloud. And so I think the reality is that by adopting cloud, you actually do improve your cybersecurity, and I think it's for a couple of key reasons. I think one that's pretty well understood now is when you use large cloud service providers, especially ones that are FedRAMP certified, authorized, they already have all the security controls in place at the infrastructure layer that you need to implement, so you save yourself a lot of time in doing that implementation. And you're able to leverage the fact that those things are already in place. And then the second part of that is they're operating at such a massive scale that the efficiencies they gain in detecting, say, attackers in the environment and being able to respond appropriately is far greater than most agencies can really afford to do with the resources they have. So there's a lot of benefits to the scale that they bring. The other major benefit is around the use of automation and creating repeatable solutions and blueprints that already have security baked into it. That way, every time you want to, say, create a new application, you can deploy an environment that already meets all the security controls that the agency needs, and you can do that reliably over and over and over again. And again, by having the ability to centrally manage this cloud infrastructure, if you do need to make changes in the images or you need to make changes in the way that infrastructure is provisioned, you can do that in a highly automated way, which results in very predictable infrastructure. One of the things that we found is really useful is to make sure that as you're creating these blueprints, or you involve the cybersecurity department in that conversation and get them to provide input into what controls they really want to see in that infrastructure, so that those controls can be implemented in code as opposed to just something that someone's having to bake in after the fact. But by getting the cybersecurity organization involved early on, they are likely to approve the use of that blueprint for use over and over and over again, which then avoids having to go through security every single time you want to launch an instance or create a new technical environment.